Net. That's plural, Little Red Trucks, and it's .net. Let's get to work.
My legs were awful.
I always felt uncomfortable and self-conscious.
I had never been real happy about the spider veins in my ankles and my legs.
I started noticing fatigue in my leg.
I was so self-conscious. Then I went to Vein Clinics of America.
It's time to love your legs again. Vein Clinics of America is the oldest, largest, most experienced vein treatment center in the U.S. Using state-of-the-art laser and minimally invasive treatments, they can begin restoring the natural beauty of your legs in as little as 1 hour with no downtime, and most treatments are covered by insurance.
I found the Vein Clinics of America, and look at my legs now.
You just feel like, you know what, I want to do so much today. It's such a big difference.
My experience with Vein Clinics of America was amazing.
Make sure your legs look and feel their best for summer. Call now to schedule a free fast-track consultation to find out how you can finally get rid of those embarrassing varicose and spider veins. Call 800-300-3388. 800-300-3388. That's 800-300-3388.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Guys, are you tired of being tired? Frustrated because it seems impossible to lose belly fat? If you're looking for a solution, then listen to Mark.
I had fantastic results with the Andro 400 Max. Probably lost 35 pounds, and more impressive than that was the inches I lost off of my belly and my waist. And the increased energy is fantastic. I'll be totally honest, I tried a different product, and I wasn't happy with the different product. You guys are considerably cheaper than the other brand, and I can really feel the difference.
Andro 400 Max, the extra strength, all natural testosterone booster, the safe, easy, and affordable way to gain energy and lose stubborn belly fat. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Feel and look like a new man. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Warning, if you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 1-800-700-0299. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now. 1-800-700-0299. That's 1-800-700-0299. 1-800-700-0299.
Sean Hannity here for my friends at Generator Supercenter, the great American story. Now, this started in 2005 with two brothers selling and repairing generators out of their garage in Texas. Today, they are the #1 Generac dealer in the nation. #1 means more savings for you. When the power goes down, keep your home or business up and running with a Generac standby power system from the Generator Supercenter. Financing available, payments as low as $100 a month. GeneratorSupercenter.com. That's GeneratorSupercenter.com.
660 AM, The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Lots to talk about tonight with this gentleman. He is the senior writer for Cyber Defense Magazine. He's the author of The Devil Inside the Beltway, the shocking expose of the U.S. government surveillance and overreach into cybersecurity, medicine, and small business. He's also a board member for Snoop Wall, the global leader in affordable breach prevention. He joins us. Michael Doherty, welcome to the show. Good to have you here, sir.
Always good talking to you, my friend. How are you?
I'm great, man. Thank you so much for joining us again. You were here in April of this year. We talked about Susan Rice and her request to unmask U.S. citizens connected to President Donald Trump's transition team. That's another one of those shoes that's probably going to drop here in the next year or so.
It better, but I don't know the way they ride it out and go along to get along and spin. But, you know, we got a new sheriff in town, and hopefully some people can be held accountable.
Well, let's talk about holding somebody accountable, for example. Let's talk a little bit about someone named Reality Winner. She seems to be somebody who, without any apology whatsoever, said no problem. If you're having trouble filling in some of the gaps in this Russian investigation, I just happen to have a top secret security clearance. I just happen to be a contractor. And here, to The Intercept goes top secret information that, as a matter of fact, did not fill in any gaps, at least not that I could read. Tell us about what your thoughts are on Reality Winner.
My first thought is, how in the blankety blank did someone like that get clearance? And who gave her clearance? And what do we do about that guy? This is anything but a winner. And secondly, I like to thank her parents for giving her that name so we can really have a good time with it. But it's unbelievable. It is another example. I'm afraid these examples of incompetence are so numbing and exhausting the American public, because this is ridiculous. I mean, this woman is clearly very immature, has no real clue, has bitten off more than she can chew. She's also going to be made one big example of. And one thing, and I'm fine with her being held accountable. I am not fine if she is an excuse to hold the rest of these idiots accountable. Because this girl, I think, was just dumb and dangerous. I think many of these people that do equal stuff are dangerous, but they're not dumb. And people like Susan Rice, for example, or who's leaking everything out of the White House.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
It's just, this is a thing at some point, and they're so attacking. They are gaslighting this stuff. They are going insane, and the media has lost all credibility. You read the Comey testimony today. There is no there.
There's nothing going on.
There is nothing going on. There is a president with a strong personality that is a highly successful, very, very large egoed entrepreneur. Gosh, I wonder if we can use your ego to win like he does. And so he's not playing their game. Too bad.
Exactly.
The tail's been wagging the dog for a century. Game over. And it just shows how entitled these people are. And the scary part is how broad the tentacles go and how deep they go. We still have a government full of Obama people playing anarchy and activism behind the scenes. We got a media that has lost all self-respect, and they're relentless in trying to circle and confuse people. We'll see what happens. Every time the American public gets whacked in the face, it's usually from a terrorist act or something bad. But we've got to hold people accountable soon, because people are getting disgusted with how we have several years of them all getting away with it.
There is no doubt about the fact that our founding fathers were extremely intelligent, prescient, if you will, when they said that the oaths of office should include defending the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and certainly Reality Winner, and so many others fit the last part of this. And it really does bother me, your sense of entitlement here. There were so many things to say. Let me unpack a couple of them. First of all, yeah, Donald Trump does have an ego. Fortunately, it's something that we'll just have to deal with, Michael, because, Hillary Clinton lost. And, of course, she doesn't have an ego or anything like that.
Well, that's the thing. That town is so full of narcissists. He's just the only differentiation is that he's got a big platform.
Yeah.
That's it. You would not believe in people that are in D.C., but most people don't get. How people in D.C. just think they're saving the world. I mean, and they're bureaucrats.
That's true.
They're not elected, and they're dangerous.
And they are totally unaccountable to anyone. And I look at this and I go, are you serious? And these people they're still in power and it's still working. Let's go ahead and talk about James Comey because he is obviously somebody that's going to spend at least another day in the center of the American attention. He's going to testify to stuff that we've already known. He's going to say that, okay, so we had this conversation, but Mr. Former Director, your personal discomfort or concern is not a law-breaking deal. It's not a high crime or misdemeanor. It has nothing to do with anything. What's this all about?
It's all about spin, circle, and confuse. He should have kept his mouth shut in the first place. He is a protectionist for the Clintons. He has been for a long time. He stepped over the line, and he is not going to cross again. He is not going to throw Trump on the bus, because if he threw Trump on the bus, he'd be in trouble himself.
Exactly.
This is just, look, as soon as the American public engages, and it will not take a week, it's going to take a decade or two to get education back in on the founding fathers, on the separation of powers, on who these people are. This is just unconscionable half-truth telling. This is just pure manipulation. It is shoving people in the gray zone and exploiting their patriotism. And I'm just glad it's on record, because the history books will get quite severe.
All I can say, Michael Doherty, our guest, by the way, senior writer for Cyber Defense Magazine. The only thing that I can talk about, or I can say on this is that Donald Trump started flushing out these enemies of the United States virtually from the time he first jumped into the presidential race. We found out just how many Republicans were essentially degenerate politicians. It didn't make any difference to some of these Republicans, quote unquote Republicans, whether a Democrat was running or whether a Republican was running, as long as it was a member of their own crew, their own club, and what have you. That was the first thing. And as he has gone through this process, more and more people have shown their true colors. This is that the mainstream media threw it all in for Hillary Clinton, lost their self-respect, lost their ethical compass, if not their moral compass. That had been going on for a very, very long time, but it had been fully exposed until Donald Trump. These people are going, well, this is the biggest disaster on earth. He represents a complete change in the status quo ante. We can't have this. We have this nice little deal going where the mainstream media follows the left politics and essentially hinders right politics to the point where left politics can prevail. But now all of a sudden this person shows up that is a direct result of the American people saying enough is enough. I am tired of another politician stringing out another problem for another decade. I want some things fixed right this minute. And all of this stuff starts to blow apart. And before you know it, there are so many people making asses out of themselves from one end of this country to the other. It's hard to keep track of them all.
Well, it's like they all got a moral outrage button turned on November 8th. No moral outrage for anything that was going on the last 8 years, which, by the way, if it wasn't for the Fifth Amendment and the way they had control to bury everything, would really be criminal.
So, yeah, it really would be.
The thing.
Yeah, I mean,
suddenly they are all going to church every Sunday and throwing the Bible. The hypocrisy is just mesmerizing.
Let us talk about the hypocrisy. It is plain and obvious. Do you believe that the vast middle of America is actually seeing it? Or is this something that maybe they're tired of looking at? I can't say that that's the truth, because as far as I'm concerned, the election of 2016 proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that Americans were paying attention the whole time.
Yeah, I think they're seeing it. And the reason I think that is because as much as they try to spin the polls, his numbers aren't going down. You know, they're pretty steady. They're going down 3 to 5%. You know, he's made mistakes, I guess, but we're getting it. And I was not a huge Trump fan 2 years ago, so and I was no Kool-Aid drinker. I was a Ted Cruz guy. So
me too.
And so, but I'll tell you something. I now know, I consider him like the perfect Frankenstein that the bureaucracy built. They deserve him. It takes a blowhard, independent, obscenely wealthy, doesn't owe anybody anything person to transcend the tentacles that started with Woodrow Wilson and got expounded by FDR. That is what's going on. We do not understand the fourth branch of our government that has now become the biggest branch.
And that
we
being
know
the bureaucracy.
We see it, but we don't know it. And we've got to learn.
Yeah, the fourth branch of the government being the bureaucracy.
All the agencies. We are not run by Republicans or Democrats. We're run by bureaucrats that survive them all. All the congressmen that put that in place are dead. They should be rolling in their graves. They should be ashamed of themselves. And what they don't understand, that the Founding Fathers understood, was that people do bad things when they get together and aren't held accountable. And they can think, we're bad species. We're not nice when we get all the power. No, we're very bad. And they took away those protections, and we have a bunch of unaccountable animals. I mean, you just look at Lois Lerner and the smirk on her face and everyone else coming up to testify for Congress. Why are they smirking? Because they know they have sovereign immunity. They know that their $1,000 an hour lawyer is being paid for by us, and they know they're going to get a retirement. That's it.
That's incredible. I've been watching all of this for so many years now, and I've been watching the absolute like this unmasking thing. The unmasking thing is a huge scandal in and of itself. They had national data, national intelligence data on Republican politicians and staff members on spreadsheets. They knew where they ate lunch. They knew where they were going. They said, well, they were trying to meet their Russian handlers. You have got to be kidding me.
Because there's no conscience. I mean, once you start lying, there's no turning back. Once you steal, you're always a thief. Once you lie like that, you're always a liar. And then they just keep on lying. They've got nothing to lose. It's silence, lying, or waiting. Silence, lying, or waiting. And this is the game we're playing here now, and we're going to see how much fury and pushback Trump is getting, so they tie his feet together so he can't go at him, which is probably why it's kind of ticked off at Sessions, I guess. He's very frustrated with Sessions, recusing himself because, once again, it's sort of fan the flames again. It's political correctness. And
let's talk about that when we come back. Let's talk a little bit about Jeff Sessions, who, from what we understood, offered to resign. And so far, that hasn't happened. And I'm not exactly sure it's going to. And whether or not Donald Trump may be upset with Jeff Sessions, but he believes he's still the right guy for the job of AG. I don't know about that. I'm sure that Michael Dougherty does. You're listening to the Wells Report. Back with more with Michael Dougherty, senior writer for Cyber Defense Magazine, on the Wells Report on 660 AM The Answer.
In 1967, Arab forces attempted to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. 6 days later, Israel had triumphed, and Jerusalem stood reunified for the first time in nearly 2,000 years. Honor the 50-year anniversary of this historic triumph by joining Mike Gallagher and Dennis Prager for Stand With Israel, a 9-day odyssey celebrating Israel's past, present, and future. Explore Israel's heritage at Galilee and Jerusalem. Embrace the present, touring modern Tel Aviv. You'll meet with high-ranking Israeli leaders and understand more deeply the complexities and marvels of modern Israel. You'll walk on soil contended for with courage. As a conservative American, you can show your support. Stand With Israel. October 22nd through November 1st includes luxury accommodations, delicious meals, and safe transportation.
Look forward to something special this year. Stand With Israel. For details about this all-inclusive trip happening this fall, visit 660amtheanswer.com.
Changing lives is as easy as make plans now for the 10th anniversary Links for Kids charity golf tournament, benefiting Trinity Kids on September 12th at Cowboys Golf Club. Visit linksforkids.org. That's linksforkids.org for tournament details. Trinity Kids has been serving DFW since 2002 by working with children who have suffered from abuse, neglect, or abandonment. Did you know there were almost 16,000 confirmed cases of child abuse in North Texas in 2016? that's right here in our own backyard. Trinity Kids provides children with free summer camps, day outings for teens, and college scholarship assistance. On September 12th, please join us at the Links for Kids charity golf tournament and help us fight the effects of domestic child abuse. To become a tournament sponsor, sign up to play golf, or make a donation, visit linksforkids.org. That's linksforkids.org.
At any time in Texas, it can feel like the change of the seasons. But I'll tell you what, as we work our way into springtime, Abacus Foundation has been serving North Texas with the highest quality foundation repair solutions for 17 years. And with a warmer temperature and additional moisture, oh my, the foundations can be rocking and rolling. So if you got cracks in the sheetrock or doors that are sticking, call Abacus Foundation Repair at 972-406-9000. 972-406-9000. These are the people I call. These are the folks who have been to my house. These are the folks who will not give you a foundation job you don't need, but will tell you exactly what's going on. Now, if you do need a new foundation, you got the Millennium Composite Pilings, the strongest, and folks at Abacus are the only folks offering it. And get this, $1,000 off any job with 10 pilings or more. AbacusFoundationRepair.com. Lifetime warranty, transferable, 972-406-9000, 972-406-9000, or AbacusFoundationRepair.com.
It was just one phone call, one seven-figure decision that changed my life forever. Hi, I'm Nick Vertucci, founder of NV Real Estate Academy, and in 2004, I attended my very first real estate seminar where I saw the incredible opportunities that existed in real estate investing, only to be disappointed with the lack of tools, education, mentorship, and the community that I felt I needed to be successful flipping houses. But I fought hard through that broken system and built a multi-million-dollar real estate business. So if you're ready to set your world on fire and start flipping houses, I'm ready to be there every step of the way. Just make that one phone call, your one seven-figure decision, and I'll give you my Fortunes and Flipping kit free, and you will learn how to get in, get out, and get paid flipping houses.
Call 1-800-976-5259 to get your free flipping kit. Call 800-976-5259 now, and you'll also get free tickets to a live training workshop, plus a free $20 Visa gift card, an e-writer tablet, and a USB drive preloaded with Nick's powerful information, just for attending the free training workshop. Call 800-976-5259. That's 800-976-5259. So call now.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I'm telling you right now, it's awesome. I was trying to get my blood pressure regulated, okay? And like after 3 days of taking this thing, my blood pressure went back down to normal. I am ecstatic. I am so happy with this stuff. It is my savior.
This was the first summer that I have not had to have a steroid shot to help me to breathe.
The reason why I'm taking it because I've got Hep C. Once I began taking your stuff, it took a few months, but believe it or not, my liver enzymes are way down and it's normal now. It works.
The new challenge will allow you to receive 2 months of Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies free. And we'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
It's the most effective product that I've ever bought in my life, but I should have ordered it like 15 years ago.
If you've got questions, we've got answers. 660 AM. The Answer. If it's important to you, it's on the Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Michael Doherty is our guest. He is the senior writer for Cyber Defense Magazine. He's also written the book, The Devil Inside the Beltway, the shocking expose of the U.S. government surveillance and overreach into cybersecurity, medicine, and small business. He is going to be around with us for a long time to come because Michael's got some amazing stories to tell, and we are interested in having him tell them right here on the radio. Sir, welcome again. Good to have you here.
So good to be here.
Let's talk a little bit about Sessions. Sessions is in a situation where he made a political move, and I thought it looked bad when he did it, when he decided to recuse himself from the Russia investigation thing. But then he was kind of pressured into it by the Democrats. Is that the case, or do you see it as just an old-handed politics getting out of the way?
I actually see it as lawyer. I mean, you've got lawyers. This is where businessmen and lawyers don't mix. I mean, Trump is a businessman. Lawyers, by and large, with all due respect, are cowards. And they are extremely, extremely risk-averse because they know probably better than anyone else that the judicial system is at best a day at a blackjack table in Vegas.
Indeed.
Justice is really a lottery. And so the way to take control completely is to just bow out and think that the bigger machine will still be intact enough to take care of it. That's why he did it. Well, that's because that's how a lawyer thinks. And that's also how a politician thinks. Well, Trump's not a lawyer and he ain't a politician. So boy, was he ticked, because what he's thinking is, hey, my team is letting me down. What the hell is that? And it's a tough situation, because if you remember, it was Sessions was one of the first people that was considered in the conservative movement very much he's a very nice man. I met him a few times. I know people that work for him. Everyone that knows Jeff Sessions speaks the world of him about what a kind human being he is, how intelligent he is. He is a fair, decent man. But when he broke from Cruz and went to Trump, I mean, we were all like, oh, and that's a big loyalty thing. And that's important to know. That helped Trump. So I'm sure he is bitterly disappointed. And again, so much like Sessions would be, sir, would you like my resignation? Which is, again, thinking like a lawyer and politician. And Trump's like, no, I don't want to do that stuff. But, Trump's not in a corporation anymore. He's in the government. So he's a bit of fish out of water. And hopefully we'll get through this.
I think we will. I'm not really concerned about that. I think that what's going to end up happening is that a lot of what we've been talking about tonight is going to backlash amazingly on the people that are doing it. It starts out with the stories that you hear of negative advertising in a political race going too far, and ensuring that the person that is being negatively ragged on by say an opposition politician suddenly becomes the winner just by default. I think we're right on the edge of people really slapping back and not just the media, but also what's left of the Democrat Party. You brought this up, Woodrow Wilson and the progressives. These people are trying to destroy this country, and people are getting upset about it. Finally. But
what happens is, we have a bag put over our head when we don't teach the entire functionality of the U.S. government, and haven't since Woodrow Wilson. There hasn't been a civics book ever since the beginning of the 20th century that's given the full story.
Exactly.
It's just been 3/4 full.
Yeah. Michael Daugherty is our guest, senior writer for Cyber Defense Magazine, the author of The Devil Inside the Beltway. Again, another piece of required reading from the Wells Report. It's the shocking exposure of the U.S. government surveillance and overreach into cybersecurity, medicine, and small business. My friend, Michael Daugherty, thank you for joining us again, sir. We're looking forward to hearing from you soon.
Well, I'll keep you posted. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, brother. Take good care. Michael Daugherty on the Wells Report here on 660 AM The Answer.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether to purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669.
Carrier's Cool Cash saving up to $3,500. We're talking saving over $5,000. Brand new AU system that can cut your electric bill in half. Now that's how you save people money without gimmicks. But you'll have to hurry because the utility funds can run out at any time. So we're scheduling our free estimates on a first-come, first-served basis. So call 2 other companies first, get their price, and then call Reliant Air Conditioning. And you'll see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Call 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-968-7437 or online at ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Acme Home Insurance.
Yes, I'd like to make a claim.
What are you wanting to claim, sir?
My air conditioner broke down.
Sorry, but your home insurance doesn't cover air conditioner breakdowns.
So what do you cover?
Home damage from things like earthquakes, volcanoes, a zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse? But that'll never happen.
But if it did, you'd be covered, sir.
But not my air conditioner?
I'm afraid not.
But his air conditioner could have been covered with a home warranty from American Home Shield, plus components of 20 other major home systems and appliances, like his electrical system, plumbing, refrigerator, and more. For valuable free information, call 1-800-300-4811. Home insurance can cover what might happen.
Zombies are coming!
But a home warranty helps cover what will happen.
Now the dryer won't work.
Life happens. Have a plan. Get a home warranty from American Home Shield. For valuable free information, call 1-800-300-4811. That's 1-800-300-4811. 1-800-300-4811.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. I love telling you about my friends at Viascan of Las Colinas and the life-saving valuable information they've given to me. I want you to hear another Viascan success story. Here is Dave.
If my daughter and father-in-law had not taught me in to go to Viascan to begin with, I would have never found out that I had heart problems. I also would have never known that I had kidney cancer. So, yeah, Viascan basically saved my life. My advice today, after all I've gone through, is when you feel something that's not right, get it checked out.
That is so great, and exactly what I hear from so many Viascan clients and patients. They go in, they learn things, they see the kind of shape they're in before they start an exercise program. They learn things that in many cases save their lives. These tests are thousands at local hospitals. I'm going to get you the heart scan and the body scan for $695 at Viascan of Las Colinas. Let's do it today. 972-739-2840. That is 972-739-2840, or just Google Viascan.
Our sister station, 94.9 KLTY and AEG Live, welcome the Outcry Festival with Louis Giglio.
And it's believing God who says the latter days are going to be greater than the former days, and you'll always be able to say, I was there.
Hillsong United. Jesus Culture. Lauren Daigle, Passion, and more. Saturday, August 5th at Toyota Stadium in Frisco. OutcryFestival.com. That's OutcryFestival.com.
Mattress shopping? You've probably noticed that the big box stores are constantly running sales. That's what you have to do when you're selling price instead of quality. At Sovereign European Sleep Systems, they don't have sales. Why? Because the quality of their product is as consistent as their pricing. So if you want a truly great mattress at a very reasonable price, you should consider the Sovereign mattress. A healthier, more durable, more comfortable mattress at a very reasonable price. Sovereign European Sleep Systems in Dallas and South Lake. Learn more at sovn.com.
You can listen on the go. Find us on iHeartRadio. 660 AM. The Answer. The Wells Report. A daily good old-fashioned North Texas barbecue of anybody trying to take advantage of us on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. As reported by Politico, Attorney General Jeff Sessions offered his resignation to President Donald Trump amid Trump's rising frustration with a series of events that culminated in the appointment of a special counsel to investigate his campaign contacts with Russian officials during last year's elections. Trump ultimately refused Sessions' offer, which came just before Trump embarked on his first international trip in late May. According to a person who regularly speaks with Sessions, this person said the attorney general offered to resign and out of a sense of obligation because he was aware of how angered Trump was about his decision to recuse himself from the Russia investigations in March. White House spokesperson Sarah Huckabee Sanders did not respond to a request for comment about Sessions' resignation offer. Justice Department spokeswoman Sarah Isgur Flores also declined to comment. In recent days, however, and with fired FBI Director James Comey's testimony tomorrow to the Intelligence Committee for the Senate set once again to put the spotlight on the Russia investigation, the White House and Trump have declined to give Sessions a vote of confidence. Well, that can also be very, very difficult because sometimes votes of confidence are the last thing you hear before the door closes behind you. Just saying. You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer. Stick around. Coming up in just a couple of moments. Something from the past rears its ugly head again. The words fast and furious. Next on the Wells Report.
So what would you do with an extra $500 a month in your budget? $500. This isn't hypothetical, by the way. This is something you may need to think about very soon if you decide to become a member of MediShare. MediShare is a way to pay for your health care, and typically it costs $500 less per month for a family versus other healthcare plans. So seriously, think about this. You could pay off loans, pay down a mortgage, save the money for retirement, donate to charity. That would be a big deal. But you know what? Here's the best thing. MediShare works. It has 250,000 members, and it's growing fast. With MediShare, not only do you save, you don't have to pay for things you don't believe in either, and that is a beautiful thing too. So here's how you can find out more, and you might actually wind up saving even more than $500 a month. So check into it. Here's the number. Call 844-41-BIBLE. That's 844-41-BIBLE. Now available in Montana. Call 844-41-BIBLE.
At any time in Texas, it can feel like the change of the seasons. But I'll tell you what, as we work our way into springtime, Abacus Foundation has been serving North Texas with the highest quality foundation repair solutions for 17 years. And with a warmer temperature and additional moisture, oh my, the foundations can be rocking and rolling. So if you got cracks in the sheetrock or doors that are sticking, call Abacus Foundation Repair at 972-406-9000. 972-406-9000. These are the people I call. These are the folks who have been to my house. These are the folks who will not give you a foundation job you don't need, but will tell you exactly what's going on. Now, if you do need a new foundation, you got the Millennium Composite Pilings, the strongest, and folks at Abacus are the only folks offering it. And get this, $1,000 off any job with 10 pilings or more. AbacusFoundationRepair.com. Lifetime warranty, transferable, 972-406-9000, 972-406-9000, or AbacusFoundationRepair.com.
Have you ever considered joining the military but stopped because you couldn't deploy to a foreign country? Believe it or not, the state of Texas has its own military force that stands alongside the Texas National Guard, the Texas Air National Guard, and serves only inside the state of Texas. It's called the Texas State Guard. I'm Tech Sergeant John Wells of the 4th Air Wing, and we're looking for you to join us. Give us a call at 877-398-8350. That's 877-398-8350. If you love Texas as much as we do, join the 4th Air Wing of the Texas State Guard.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM, KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler. President Trump's private attorney says his client feels totally vindicated by the transcript released today by fired former FBI Director Jim Comey ahead of tomorrow's testimony before the Senate Intelligence Committee. Democrat Ron Wyden on that committee says he shouldn't be celebrating.
He made it clear that the president was inquiring about Flynn. That alone really almost rises to a Watergate-like level of interference in an investigation.
Republican Lindsey Graham, who chairs the Intelligence Committee, disagrees.
I believe every word of what Comey said. It doesn't rise to the level of obstruction of justice. What prosecutor in their right mind would allow their star witness to go out before the Senate panel of 20 senators?
Fox News, we report, you decide.
660 AM, The Answer.
Hey, it's Mark Davis from my friends at Simple Sleep Services. If snoring is a problem in your life, and if it's a problem in your life, it's a problem for everybody in your life. Let's get the simplest, least invasive solution. That's what they did for me at Simple Sleep Services. What you have with Simple Sleep is a way to avoid implants and surgery and the CPAP device by just calling 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. They're in Dallas and Fort Worth. Insurance covers most folks. It's the Somnodent device. Simple appliance. They make it for you. They did one for me. You take it home, you pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and silent night. Absolutely fantastic. Diagnosis from a board-certified sleep physician. They have a home sleep study, so you're not in some lab. Call them for more information. 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. SimpleSleepServices.com. Wonderful people. I'm so glad I met them, and you will be too. 469-685-1700 or SimpleSleepServices.com.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML Mortgage Banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Message and data rates may apply.
It's exciting. You're thinking about going back to school, completing your degree, and advancing your future. But right now, you have more questions than answers. Like, how fast can I complete my degree? Can I transfer my credits? Can I make this work with my job and family? How much will it cost? All smart questions. The key to answering them can be found with your smartphone. We're Southern New Hampshire University. Send us a text and we'll bring the answers. Learn about SNHU plus the top 3 financial aid mistakes and how to avoid them by texting CREDIT to 554433. You'll also learn about our exciting, affordable, high-quality online programs, about our tradition and reputation for success since 1932. And we'd love to tell you how we provide all the individual flexibility, support, and encouragement needed to maximize your success. Southern New Hampshire University. Online, on campus. See yourself succeed. Learn about SNHU plus the top 3 financial aid mistakes and how to avoid them by texting CREDIT to 554433. Text CREDIT to 554433.
What's the scariest thing about going to the dentist? Opening your mouth or opening your wallet? Because just a simple cleaning can cost $100, and things like root canals can cost you hundreds more. If you don't have dental insurance to help, you should give Physicians Mutual Insurance Company a call. 1-800-500-0898. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps pay for checkups right away. So you can call today and get your teeth cleaned tomorrow. Plus, it helps cover the more expensive procedures you might need down the road. Fillings, crowns, bridges, even costly dentures. There's no deductible and no annual maximum. Your acceptance is guaranteed for one of these insurance policies, even if you're retired or on Medicare. There are no networks, so you can choose any dentist you'd like. That's right, any dentist you want. Call and we'll rush you a free information kit with all the details. 1-800-500-0898. That's 1-800-500-0898. 1-800-500-0898.
Warning, if you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 1-800-700-0299. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now. 1-800-700-0299. That's 1-800-700-0299. 1-800-700-0299.
Our sister station, 94.9 KLTY, Celebrate Freedom 27 from Interstate Batteries.
A day of fun for your family with Crowder, Matthew West, Britt Nicole, Holland, and more.
Saturday, June 24th at South Fork Ranch. Get your official Celebrate Freedom 27 t-shirts, memorabilia, VIP experiences, and more at CelebrateFreedom.com.
Sponsored by Interstate Batteries, Care Now, Splash Kingdom, Cornerstone Staffing, North Texas Chevy Dealers, and 94.9 KLTY.
Dallas, Fort Worth's home for stimulating talk. 660 AM, The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Leftist, progressive thugs. Leftist, progressive thugs have infiltrated the Democrat Party to the point where there is no Democrat Party any longer. Only these liberal elites that combine perhaps the worst possible collection of attributes. They are arrogant. They are liberal. They are anti-American. And they believe that the end justifies the means, regardless of what that might be. With those words can be written the epitaph of Border Patrol agent Brian Terry. The leftist progressive, the anti-American leftist progressive attack on our nation has been ongoing. People who are holier than thou, or more patriotic than thou, or smarter than thou, or otherwise gifted beyond your piteous perceptions to be able to actually appreciate to the full magnitude, have been standing on what they first create as moral high ground and then beat everybody into submission by standing on it. And it would be one thing if they were able to actually come through with a working product or some sort of prototype that actually benefited more people. But in point of fact, the main idea of all of this grandiose leftist, progressive, anti-American thuggery is to make themselves feel better as they destroy the greatest country on earth. I often say to leftist progressive friends, do yourself a favor, do all of us a favor. Dispense with yourself. The families of hundreds of thousands of golden geese would thank you. Back in the day, at the very first outset of the Obama administration, anti-American leftist progressive political thugs decided that what they really needed to do was do something about gun control legislation once and for all. They were living large on the idea that the last time a Democrat president held power, they were able to do something called the assault weapons ban. They wanted to build on that and more. As a matter of fact, California senator from San Francisco, not the nutty one, the other one, Dianne Feinstein, has a bill that she just brings out every chance she gets that eviscerates the Second Amendment and is completely un-American. But they had to do something. They wanted to do something to try to spur some draconian, serious gun control legislation. So what they did is they decided that what they were going to do was they were going to rig the game. I know that seems kind of strange for Democrats, but, well, actually, they're not Democrats. They're anti-American leftist political thugs. So, yeah, you can see that was something that they could do, I think. So what they decided to do was they decided to allow a large number of weapons to be sold to mules taking them across the border into Mexico. This was something that these leftist progressive thugs thought would provide a good impetus for the coming legislation, specifically Feinstein's bill eviscerating the Second Amendment. And so what they ended up doing was they set it up so that these Arizona, Texas, and California gun dealers would essentially make sales to these straw purchases of these guns. And these purchasers would then take them across the border. And the idea was to keep track of all the weapons so that none of them were ever out of somebody's chain of American custody. But like so many other things that leftist progressives try to do, they didn't think through the entire process, because if they didn't think about it, then obviously it wasn't important. This is where anti-American leftist political thuggery begins to erode and fall down. Remember, I just said they're not able to actually come through with a product that lifts anybody up except themselves and their own fragile egos regarding their suspect intellect. The gun dealers reacted probably the first trouble for this entire plan, this fast and furious plan. The first trouble should have been obvious when suddenly there were all kinds of gun dealers along the Mexico border calling ATF saying, "Hey, this is a straw purchaser. I can't make this sale. You got to stop this sale." The people on the other end of the phone said, "No, let it go. We got this. We got this." And so what ended up happening is that they let these sales go. Obviously, what they were going to do was hammer these very same dealers, at least publicly, after they went out and found these very same rifles and pistols and everything else, and triumphantly brought them back across America saying, all of these rifles and pistols and shotguns, oh my, were found in Mexico because of illegal sales by gun dealers. But unfortunately, they lost them. All these weapons disappeared into the giant vortex of Mexican organized crime, cartels, and hoods. These weapons floated around for a while. Then on December 14th, 2010, there was a gunfight between Border Patrol agents and members of a 6-man cartel RIP crew. They regularly patrolled the desert along the U.S.-Mexico border looking for drug dealers to rob. The cartel members suspected of slaying the Border Patrol agent, Heraclio Osorio Arianes, was apprehended in April of this year by a joint U.S.-Mexico law enforcement task force. Terry's death exposed Operation Fast and Furious, a Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives operation in which the federal government allowed criminals to buy guns in Phoenix area shops with the intention of tracking them as they were transported into Mexico. The agency lost track of more than 14 of the 2,000 weapons they allowed smugglers to buy. 2 of those weapons were found at the scene of the sudden violent death of Border Patrol agent Brian Terry. Today, the House Oversight Committee released a scathing, nearly 300-page report that found Holder's Justice Department tried to hide the facts from the loved ones of slain Border Patrol agent Brian Terry, seeing his family as more of a nuisance than one deserving straight answers, and slamming Obama's assertion of executive privilege to deny Congress access to records pertaining to Fast and Furious. Representative Jason Chaffetz said Terry's death happened on December 14th, 2010, and we still don't have all the answers. Brian Terry's family should not have to wait 6 years for those answers. The family's still trying to figure out what happened. The Justice Department's obstruction of Congress's investigation contributed to the Terry's family's inability to find answers. Senator Charles Grassley of Iowa testified in front of the committee, accusing the DOJ and ATF officials of obstructing the investigation and working to silence ATF agents who informed the Senate of Fast and Furious. The Department of Justice and ATF had no intention of looking for honest answers and being transparent, said Grassley, now chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee. In fact, from the outset, bureaucrats employed shameless delay tactics to obstruct the investigation. You're looking for obstruction of justice? That is obstruction of justice. John Dodson, one of the silenced ATF agents, testified today that he remains in a state of purgatory since objecting to Fast and Furious and has been the subject of reprisals and ridicule at the agency. That decision, that single act of standing up and saying what we're doing is wrong, instantly took my standing from being that of an agent of the government to an enemy of the state, Dodson said. ATF and DOJ officials implemented an all-out campaign to silence and discredit me. Suffice it to say, the last 6 to 7 years at ATF have not been the best for me or my career. There's more to the story. As 6 years after Brian Terry died, the perpetrators of Fast and Furious still have not faced accountability in any way, shape, or form. This is the Wells Report.
What if you could have an experience of a lifetime this year, something that goes beyond the mundane and gives you a unique perspective, not a vacation, an opportunity to change your life? Hi, Mike Gallagher here. A timely and important expedition to the Holy Land of Israel awaits you. Make plans now for the Stand With Israel tour happening this fall. Join me on a 9-day trip to Israel that will offer you firsthand insight into Israel's fascinating past and promising future. We'll introduce you to the geopolitical, economic, and security dynamics of a truly remarkable place. Get a behind-the-scenes view into many of the places you've read and heard about all your life, all during Jerusalem's 50th anniversary. The Western Wall, Jerusalem, the Dead Sea, and so much more, with expert guides, important lectures at key sites, all in the comfort and safety of first-class accommodations. Look forward to something special this year. Stand With Israel for the details about this all-inclusive trip happening October 22nd through November the 1st.
Look forward to something special this year. Stand With Israel. For details about this all-inclusive trip happening this fall, visit 660amtheanswer.com.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and 3-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-725-1616 now and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you a copy of The #1 Mistakes Retirees Are Making with Their Investments Today and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-725-1616. That's 800-725-1616. Employees of J.D. Melberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Manzeri, co-owner of Statewide Remodeling. You know, a great woman once said that we're free up to the moment of choice, and then the choice controls the chooser. That is nowhere more true than when you're deciding on a contractor that work on your home. You know, once you commit and sign the agreement, and in most cases make a pretty good sized down payment, you're stuck. What happens if the work doesn't go as planned? Takes too long to complete the job, or worse yet, the contractor just disappears. It happens. We've been offering a satisfaction guarantee in writing since we started business 23 years ago. And I'm happy to say we've never had to use it because if it ain't right, we'll make it right every time. So if you're considering new replacement windows or maintenance-free siding to eliminate the need to paint your home, call us now. And to celebrate our 23rd year in business, we're offering 23% off the whole project. We also offer 100% financing. The estimate's free, and the number to call is 888-270-7095. That's 888-270-7095, or see all the home improvement products we offer at statewideremodeling.com.
If you're a sleep apnea sufferer who's on the go to your phone. Because if you give us a call right now, you'll be able to try the world's first portable mini CPAP device absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights. It's the Transcend Mini CPAP, an engineering marvel that's as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. Its unique design is so small and so light, you can fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. No more dragging around a big, bulky CPAP. Even better, now you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights by calling minicpap.com, 1-800-600-2804. Transcend is FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. You can also add a battery pack that's as tiny as a deck of cards. So now you can enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. But don't wait. To receive your 10-night in-home trial, call minicpap.com now. 1-800-600-2804. That's 1-800-600-2804.
Ready and reliable, anytime, night or day. When your plumbing's got problems or your drains are clogged, that's when you need AAA. You go to AAA-auger.com.
Is your home ready for summer? Is your water system ready to handle the demands of Texas heat? Are you concerned about high water bills heading into summer? Call the reliable Red and the professional plumbers at AAA Auger Plumbing Services for a free home evaluation, where there's never a charge for coming out and no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Call AAA Auger Plumbing Services 24-hour hotline now at 877-999-1979. That's 877-999-1979. So if you need a plumber fast, call AAA Auger Plumbing Services. Some restrictions apply. License M37445.
When your plumbing's got problems or your drains are clogged, go to AAA-auger.com.
Learn a little something at the start of your day. The Mark Davis Show. Mornings 7 to 10 on 660 AM. The Answer. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. John Dodson, his career was hurt. He was a whistleblower. Brian Terry lost his life. His family testified today. Grassley said Dodson's testimony reinforced findings of the report, which states the Justice Department knew before Terry's death that ATF was walking firearms into Mexico, and knew the day after the agent's death that Fast and Furious guns were involved in the shootout, despite denying those facts to the media, which dutifully looked the other way because, well, it's the media. The days of real journalists looking behind the subterfuge, long gone. Goes on to state the Justice Department's internal investigation focused more on spinning the story to avoid negative media coverage than looking into lapses by either the DOJ or the ATF, the bureaucracy covering its ever-expanding arse. Several emails revealed in the report appear to indicate that some Justice Department staffers were working to keep information from political appointees of the department. I don't want to jinx it, but it really is astounding the plan worked so far, said former Deputy Attorney General James Cole. The report also said that Holder's Justice Department stonewalled inquiries from Senator Chuck Grassley, deceptively told him that ATF makes every effort to interdict firearms purchased by straw buyers. Not in this case. They let these guys go. Straw purchases are when one person who is prohibited from buying firearms uses another person to buy a weapon on his or her behalf. It's a popular method that Mexico's drug cartels use to obtain weapons. There are important reasons for not giving Grassley everything he's asking for. It would embolden him in future fights and would end up and use up a lot of material that we will eventually need to release to California Representative Darrell Issa as the oversight struggle continues. This according to Ron Welch, who is the Office of Legislative Affairs Assistant Attorney, in an email to the DOJ colleagues. There are important reasons for not giving Grassley everything he's asking for. It would embolden him in future fights and would use up a lot of material that we will eventually need to release to California Representative Darrell Issa as the oversight struggle continues. Makes me sick. Makes me sick. These guns walking into Mexico and then being used to kill a Border Patrol agent. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the people really responsible? Not yet. Not yet. This is the Wells Report.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. In the last 2 months, we've saved our customers over $500,000. How'd we do it? With our exclusive partnership with your utility provider, we get to offer instant rebates of up to $1,500 when you replace that worn-out AC system. When you combine that with Carrier's Cool Cash savings of up to $3,500, we're talking saving over $5,000 on a brand new AC system that can cut your electric bill in half. Now that's how you save people money without gimmicks. But you'll have to hurry because the utility funds can run out at any time. So we're scheduling our free estimates on a first-come, first-served basis. So call 2 other companies first, get their price, and then call Reliant Air Conditioning. And you'll see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Call 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-968-7437 or online at ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Hey, it's Mark Davis for my friend Josh DeShong. Let's make this the summer where Josh sells your home as quickly as he sold ours. I love this guy. You get the Josh DeShong promise. He comes, sits down with you, you talk price and time frame. You reach an agreement on a price you'd love and a time frame you can handle. And if he can't sell that house of yours at that price in that time frame, he buys it. He promises if he can't sell it, he buys it. So get going. 972-325-6644. 972-325-6644 or getsold.net. Now, not only will he do that on the market, but there's an instant buyout program right now. They can give you an offer today without even listing the home. Best part is in a lot of areas throughout North Texas, you're getting full market value without even listing the home, not worrying about showings and stuff. So if you're really ready to move fast, go for the instant buyout program. 972-325-6644. Ask about it at 972-325-6644 or getsold.net.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I had gout in both my knees, and it's gone.
Well, I'm pretty stupid. I should have ordered it 15 years ago. It's the most effective product that I've ever bought in my life.
He had eczema on his hand, and it cracked for years. He did anything from doctor, every cream, everything. And 3 months on the veggies and fruit, it was gone.
They're just awesome. They keep asking me, what am I doing? I told them what I did with my cholesterol. I had the blood test, right? And it went down 100 points. 262, now it's 162. Everything is just perfect.
Balance of Nature is celebrating its 20th anniversary by providing you the best offer they've ever given. 2 free months of fruits and veggies and free shipping. Call now for details. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
Our sister station 94.9 KLTY and AEG Live welcome the Outcry Festival with Louis Giglio.
It is believing God who says the latter days are going to be greater than the former days, and you'll always be able to say, I was there.
Hillsong United. Jesus Culture. Lauren Daigle, Passion, and more. Saturday, August 5th at Toyota Stadium in Frisco. OutcryFestival.com. That's OutcryFestival.com.
When you're hiring for a growing business, you don't need lots of candidates. You need the right candidates. You need Indeed.com. With an algorithm that positions your job post where quality candidates are and screener questions that help you zero in on the best talent. Indeed.com, the site proven through an independent study to deliver 5 times more hires than any other. New users claim your $50 credit for a sponsored job at Indeed.com/credit. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
There are 2 things every parent wants when their child goes to college: for their child to do well and a way to afford it. Now, with Discover Student Loans, parents can have the best of both worlds. Not only do our loans cover up to 100% of school-certified costs with 0 fees, but we'll give them a cash reward for each new student loan if they earn at least a 3.0 GPA or equivalent. That means every A in history or B in math could help them earn a cash reward for good grades. Just one of the many ways we treat you like you'd treat you. Apply now in 15 minutes or less at discoverstudentloans.com. Limitations apply.
If worrying about affording retirement stresses you out, don't miss this free Money Matters retirement seminar. Find out if you have enough to retire on, what you can do to help make your money last, how to help your investments grow when possible while also helping protect them from a stock market crash, plus so much more. Choose 7 p.m. Tuesday, June 20th, Alliance area, Saturday, June 24th in Plano, or Thursday, June 29th in Arlington. Seating is limited. Reserve at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net. Or call 800-994-0302.
Listen to us live on iHeartRadio, 660 AM. The Answer. The Wells Report, must-hear radio on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. How much does someone in the House of Representatives make? Do you know? It's $175,000 a year. You represent, give or take, 500,000 Americans. Give or take. Because of the vagaries of politics, there were and are certain congressional seats that are not filled at this particular moment. The most notable is in Georgia. Georgia is in a situation where the 6th district, seat once held by Newt Gingrich, is up for grabs. The two people that are running for the job, Karen Handel, spelled spelled exactly like the composer, and Tim Kaine, that's not who it is. Sorry. John Ossoff, Ossoff. Handel faced off against Democrat John Ossoff for the first time yesterday, ahead of the June 20th Georgia special election. Polling currently shows a very close contrast between the two. Ossoff leads in some surveys. Handel leads in others. Typically, the district is held by Republicans. But you know what it means to get turnout on election day. What's the media coverage like? Well, if you're Karen Handel, probably not great. As a matter of fact, I've got proof. Democrats all over Georgia are jumping on her statement, saying she's against a livable wage during a debate in the Peach State Tuesday night. Listen to how this is written. This, by the way, CNN. When asked about her position on the minimum wage, Handel, a Republican, responded, "This is an example of a fundamental difference between a liberal and a conservative. I do not support a livable wage. Mainly because you don't want to have to spend $15 on a hamburger. Or failing $15 on a hamburger, watch your hamburger being built by a robot." She added that she instead wants an economy that is robust with low taxes and regulation. She wants an economy based on brains, not on regulations, not on rules from on high, not government mandates. The minimum wage of the United States is a figment. It is a figment of everyone's imagination. It came up as some sort of strange concept that no one in the United States should earn less than X amount. I think it was $1.65 when I got started. It was $1.65 forever. And yes, the minimum wage was raised by various government associations, legislatures and such. And what I noticed is that when minimum wage legislation came through, say, for example, if I was making $5 or $6 an hour, minimum wage workers were working for $2.50, they'd get a $1 raise. Suddenly they're making $3.50. Did my wage go up in comparison? No. So it was a net loss for me. Because the minimum wage was something I was outperforming by a buck or two. And then suddenly I'm not. And this sophistry that somehow you doing one of America's entry-level jobs should pay you a living wage is only something a Democrat could wrap their minds around. They're the only people, and the reason is because they don't know anything about economics. They just don't know how it works. Let's say you've got a box of Raisin Bran and it's worth $2. Box of Raisin Bran, $2. How did it arrive at $2? Well, the marketplace said that $2 was worth it. They tried getting $3, but people wouldn't pay it. So suddenly there was a whole bunch of stock on the shelves that they had to get out. So they had this big sale, and they said $1.80. After the big sale was over, they got some fresh stock back in, and they started charging $2. And then people started buying it at $2. And so the prices stabilized thanks to market action, $2. That was with everybody making, let's say, $2.50 an hour. Now let's give everybody a raise. Let's say that the minimum wage is just too silly at $2.50 an hour. Let's make it $4 an hour. The people who sell Raisin Bran suddenly realize, hey, there's more money out there. Let's charge more. Let's charge $2.50. And everything. Milk, sugar, gasoline goes up just a little bit, and before you know it, suddenly you're making more money, all right. But the prices are higher because in economics, a rising tide lifts all boats. Inflation is tied to wages. Always. If there's money in the marketplace to be sopped up, the marketplace will expand to get that money out of there. So here's what we've got. So we've got this Democrat in Georgia. He's about, I don't know, he's right at the minimum age, not minimum wage, minimum age to run. John Ossoff trying to make hay out of the fact that Karen Handel doesn't support a living wage. Tom Perez, if Karen Handel doesn't support a living wage for working Americans, she has no business being in Congress. What does one statement have to do with another? It doesn't. It has absolutely nothing to do with none of those statements. If she doesn't support a living wage, she has no business being in Congress. Well, of course she does. It's not your call, Tom. It's the call of the voters. Thanks to you and your socialist school system, there are people out there that believe that somebody who's flipping burgers ought to be making enough to be able to afford an apartment, a car, insurance. What is that, $25,000 a year? For $25,000 a year, you can have your own apartment, your own car, gas, insurance, and so on. Especially since, and insurance is a big deal. I mean, you know, when you're 22 years old, insurance is expensive for your car, especially if you bought a car and you're making payments on it, because suddenly you have to have full coverage. Who was responsible for all that insurance law? Why, Democrats, of course. Democrats realizing that, hey, people can't make ends meet on $7.50 an hour. And so what ends up happening is people have easier access to food stamps, all kinds of other relief. That was a way to make a living in the inner city. And some genius came up with the idea that said, hey, look, we'll help you with education. We'll give you money for education. We'll give you money for food. We'll help you with your housing and so on and so on. But it's only for you and your kids. The father has to go out and make a living. We're not taking care of him. So what ended up happening? Suddenly you have all these single women with kids living off the government because it's the only thing they can do. Because the men, not only did they go out and get themselves another job, they went out and got themselves another girlfriend. And on and on and on. Meanwhile, who's getting all these entry-level jobs in the United States? Americans? No. In the last couple of years of the Obama administration, some 11 million jobs were created. 11 million. Almost the exact same number of illegal immigrants rushed into the country to fill them. Why? And this is the best part. Well, because you don't have to pay illegal aliens the non-living wage of minimum wage that the Democrats now insist must be paid to all Americans. Because minimum wage is high enough, people will come and work for less. That's another aspect of market economics that Democrats just don't get. So in one fell swoop, they make it impossible for small businesses to thrive because they have to pay their entry-level workers too much money. They find other alternatives. Hiring illegal immigrants. Nobody in the Democrat Party that demands that people working in entry-level jobs get a living wage will do anything about the border to shut it down so that these people can show up and undercut this lofty ideal of a living wage for somebody flipping burgers. It all works together. But you sit down with some Democrat someplace and you actually take them through the thinking that they've been foisting on all of us for so many years, and they'll find some way of ending the conversation because they can't take the truth. That their policies are bad, their ideologies are worse, and they only appeal to a certain level of people who don't get it otherwise. The best part about it is Democrats can't explain it to the people who don't get it. Not only do they not want to, but they don't understand the entire process themselves. Isn't that great? Isn't that just great? So I started this conversation by saying, how much does a congressional representative make? $175,000. How much have the Democrat and Republican parties spent on this one Georgia congressional district? $40 million. $40 million. Republican Karen Handel is somebody that can actually do the job. John Ossoff has no idea where he stands whenever he stops walking. It's okay. He's just a kid. But once again, America at its worst, thanks to the Democrat Party and politics. This is the Wells Report.
You have new wood floors and they look gorgeous. That's the good news. The not so good news, they'll eventually have to be cleaned. More good news, there are plenty of wood floor care products to choose from. Bad news, most products will leave a micro layer of residue each time you clean. The really bad news, eventually your wood floor will get dull and hazy almost regardless of which product you clean it with. Now the great news. Dowworth Clean can remove that unsightly buildup from your wood floor, revealing the original finish once again. At Dowworth, we're more than just carpet cleaners. We clean, restore, polish, and protect every type of flooring in your home, including wood, stone, tile, and even concrete. Call 267-8433 today and ask about a complete flooring makeover for your home. Find out why for over 39 years we've been saying,
Because the next best thing to new is Dowworth Clean.
Just look at them, having a great time. You think 6 weeks ago, I was just installed. All it took was one last spilled drink on their old dingy carpet, and they had enough of him. Thank goodness. They got the professionals at Adair's Fine Floors in here, and just look at me. I'm gorgeous. I'm not just your average wood floor. I take crazy traffic like a pro, and it's all because my homeowners called Adair's Fine Floors. Susan and Richard Adair came in, talked to the family, figured out what their needs were, and helped them find the perfect floor to fit their lifestyle. Adair's Fine Floors has a large selection with free sample checkouts, and they chose me. That's not all. Just look around. The coordinating accessories suggested by Adair's Floors. That rug over there? Yep, Adair's Floors. They offer free design and decorating assistance too, giving the home just the right look. Visit adairsfloors.com to get your home started on the right look for you. That's adairsfloors.com.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. An already hot summer is going to get warmer still with the heat of battle. Conservatives are battling for everything. You know we are. We have a Republican president, Republican Congress, and yet still everything is a struggle. Let's get these things done by doing business with a company that shares our values. Patriot Mobile. 1-800-A-PATRIOT, patriotmobile.com/Mark. Why is this important? Because your cell phone company, if it's one of the big mobile companies I could name, they gave millions to Hillary, Nancy Pelosi's cronies, gun grabbers, border softies. If that's okay with you, great. If not, switch on over. And when you switch to Patriot Mobile at 1-800-A-PATRIOT or patriotmobile.com/Mark, when you do, know that any contributions they make will go to conservative causes and candidates. You get the same phone selection, great service, save some money. So switch on over now. I feel great being a Patriot Mobile customer, getting conservative goals closer to reality. 1-800-A-PATRIOT, 1-800-A-PATRIOT, or patriotmobile.com/Mark. patriotmobile.com/Mark.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
Do you have a family? Would you like to help make sure they'll be taken care of if anything were to happen to you? If you answered yes, you probably need life insurance. Now, do you think life insurance is expensive? If you answered yes to that too, you definitely need to give AIG Direct a call. We could find you a $250,000 policy for just $14 a month, which means you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Call us now for a free, no-obligation quote. 1-800-700-6511. Since 1995, we've helped millions of people find out if they could save up to 70% on their term life insurance. See how affordably we can help you protect your family. Call AIG Direct now for your free quote. 1-800-700-6511. You could save up to 70%. That's 1-800-700-6511. 1-800-700-6511.
If you're an unincorporated business owner, it's too late for you. That is, if you've already been sued and lost your home, your car, and your family's life savings. But if you haven't been sued yet, there is still time to incorporate and protect your personal assets. And if you do it right now, you can incorporate in just 10 minutes, because Incorporate.com is now giving away a free incorporation guide to all business owners. For your free 10-minute incorporation guide, call now. 1-800-300-9596. Incorporation is the shield that protects your personal assets. Without it, you could lose everything. That's why at Incorporate.com, they just make incorporating or forming an LLC quick and easy. They don't provide legal or financial advice. If someone sues tomorrow, will you lose everything? Don't wait until it's too late. Hurry and call now for your free 10-minute incorporation guide while they're still giving them away for free. Call 1-800-300-9596. That's 1-800-300-9596. 1-800-300-9596.
This is 660 AM. The Answer. If it's important to you, it's on the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. The Virginia Citizens Defense League announced yesterday it will appeal a district court's decision to dismiss their $12 million defamation suit against Katie Couric. The VCDL Board of Directors, after careful consideration, has decided the recent ruling dismissing the VCDL case against Katie Couric et al. Cannot stand. Philip Van Cleve, the VCDL president, said in a message to the group's members, the lawsuit has far-reaching implications for all Americans. If the media can be allowed to change a person's words to suit the media's own needs or beliefs, that is a grievous blow and will have struck against the very core of the freedoms of the United States. We are going to fight this because there is too much at stake. Judge John Gibney Jr. dismissed their case against Katie Couric by arguing in part that the deceptive editing of their interview with the gun group was not actually misleading, since the judge did not like the answers that were removed. The plaintiff's defamation claims fail because the interview scene is not false. Under the gun portrays members of the VCDL not answering the questions posed by Couric. In reality, members of the VCDL did not answer the questions posed by Couric. They talked about background checks and gun laws generally, but did not answer the question of how to prevent felons or terrorists from purchasing guns without background checks. Yeah, that's going to get overturned in a big fat hurry. This is the Wells Report.
Hi, this is Andy Tuttle, host of Tuttle Talk every Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. right here on 660 AM. The Answer. We're in a real estate market where there's a lot of difficulty, but in difficulty, there's a lot of opportunity as well. Buying, selling, avoiding foreclosure, modifying your credit, all these things are so important to your livelihood. This show is dedicated to cutting through some of the big headlines that you see out there and teaching you how to win in any marketplace. Thank you for tuning in to Tuttle Talk every Sunday, 4 p.m. on 660 AM. The Answer. I look forward to speaking with you.
Hey, it's Mark Davis for my friends at Simple Sleep, inviting you to make 2017 the year for a healthier you with healthier sleep. Snoring is not just evidence that, hey, you're really sleeping soundly. It is evidence that there's something the matter. It's an interruption. Sleep apnea is a barrier to the proper amount of air, oxygen, getting to your heart, getting to your bloodstream. Let's fix this. Surgery will fix it, but who wants surgery? CPAP device, big old helmet and hose. Now keep going. Simple Sleep Services offers the best way. The Somnodent device. It's what they did for me. Simple oral appliance. You pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and boom, silent night. Even when it's not Christmas. No CPAP, no surgery, just simple sleep. Great people to deal with. Insurance covers it. Dallas and Fort Worth. Let's call it 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. If you don't want surgery and the CPAP thing's a deal breaker, 469.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to be a great big day. That's right. James Comey, the former director of the FBI, is going to testify before the Senate Intelligence Committee. And then Donald Trump is really going to get what he deserves. Total and complete exoneration. I don't have any idea what this has happened. Total and complete exoneration. I have no idea why this has been such a big total and complete exoneration. That's right. And why? Because in order to have a crime that you can impeach someone for, they have to commit a crime. We'll talk about it next time on the Wells Report. Mark Davis, it's Thursday, and that means it's Comey Day. That's right. Everybody in the world is waiting for Jim Comey to say what he's already said 2 or 3 times. Nothing new is going to happen. Everybody will sit in front of their televisions breathless. Advertisers will lose business. ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, all the alphabet mainstream media will lose huge amounts of advertising dollars. And at the end of all of it, Donald Trump will only be exonerated by the fact that he will be And at the end of it, Donald Trump will be completely exonerated because he's done nothing wrong. If only we could have seen that sooner. We'll discuss it next time on the Wells Report.
And who he liked and who he respected, but understood he liked the vice president. He's not going to do that and be his administration. I'm trying to say we fired him. That's enough is what it sounds like. Is this also going to go into a probe as well?
The House also has questions.
We just want the president to get out of the way of the honest investigations that have to take place at the FBI and on the House Intelligence Committee.
California Democrat Representative Eric Stilwell, in a statement, Comey says the president told him he expects loyalty. A military spokesman in Myanmar says bodies in a plane wheel have been found in a search for a missing aircraft. Fox News. We report, you decide.
660 AM The Answer. Listen on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Mark Davis for my friend Josh DeShong. Let's make this the summer where Josh sells your home as quickly as he sold ours. I love this guy. You get the Josh DeShong promise. He comes, sits down with you, you talk price and time frame. You reach an agreement on a price you'd love and a time frame you can handle. And if he can't sell that house of yours at that price in that time frame, he buys it. He promises if he can't sell it, he buys it. So get going. 972-325-6644. 972-325-6644 or getsold.net. Now, not only will he do that on the market, but there's an instant buyout program right now. They can give you an offer today without even listing the home. Best part is in a lot of areas throughout North Texas, you're getting full market value without even listing the home, not worrying about showings and stuff. So if you're really ready to move fast, go for the instant buyout program. 972-325-6644. Ask about it at 972-325-6644 or getsold.net.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. In the last 2 months, we've saved our customers over $500,000. How'd we do it? With our exclusive partnership with your utility provider, we get to offer instant rebates of up to $1,500 when you replace that worn-out AC system. When you combine that with Carrier's Cool Cash savings of up to $3,500, we're talking saving over $5,000 on a brand new AC system that can cut your electric bill in half. Now that's how you save people money without gimmicks. But you'll have to hurry because the utility funds can run out at any time. So we're scheduling our free estimates on a first-come, first-served basis. So call 2 other companies first, get their price, and then call Reliant Air Conditioning, and you'll see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Call 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-968-7437 or online at ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Warning, if you've recently declared bankruptcy, you're going to want to cover your ears because there's an alternative to bankruptcy and it could be better than you'd ever think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to cover your ears now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. may be able to settle your debt too. You can resolve your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now and qualify, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now, 1-800-600-7115. That's 1-800-600-7115. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now. 1-800-600-7115. 1-800-600-7115. 1-800-600-7115.
If you're a business owner, I want you to imagine standing on home plate in front of a sold-out crowd of 50,000 raving fans at a professional baseball game. They give you the microphone and you have 60 seconds to tell the crowd why they should do business with you. Out of 50,000 people, do you think you might get some new customers? Sure you would. Now imagine you could do that in front of 4 sold-out baseball games. That's 200,000 people. Did you know that's how many people listen to 660 AM The Answer every week? And you have the opportunity to stand in front of the 660 AM The Answer microphone and get 60 seconds to tell our raving fans all about your business. You think you'd get new customers if you did that? You bet. The businesses you hear on 660 AM The Answer are knocking it out of the park with new customers. If you're open to seeing how much it costs to advertise your business on 660 AM The Answer, send an email request to advertise@ksky.com. That's advertise@ksky.com. Let's play ball.
Amazing to realize, but it's been almost 2 years. I've been talking with you about Relief Factor, and I can tell you I've been continually inundated with testimonials. If you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle pain, pains of any kind, do what tens of thousands of others have done so successfully. Go to ReliefFactor.com and order their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. 1-800-500-8384. That's 1-800-500-8384.
If worrying about affording retirement stresses you out, don't miss this free Money Matters retirement seminar. Find out if you have enough to retire on, what you can do to help make your money last, how to help your investments grow when possible while also helping protect them from a stock market crash, plus so much more. Choose 7 p.m. Tuesday, June 20th, Alliance area, Saturday, June 24th in Plano, or Thursday, June 29th in Arlington. Seating is limited. Reserve at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net. Or call 800-994-0302.
Do you have your tickets for Celebrate Freedom 27? It's your ticket for a day of unbelievable music from all of your favorite Christian artists, where you get to hang out with your friends and family and celebrate all the blessings in your life while singing and laughing and raising your hands and eating amazing food and watching your kids' face light up and hearing them say this is the greatest day ever and you made it happen for free. Whew, it's a big deal. So get your Celebrate Freedom tickets right now at any DFW area Interstate All Battery Centers, Care Now, Take 5 Oil Change, or Taco Casa location. You'll save $10 off parking.
660 AM. The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. There are a lot of problems involved in nonstop terror attacks in London. Terrorists involved in each of the 3 recent Islamist assaults on Britain were known to authorities prior to the attacks that claimed a combined 34 lives. But in each instance, British authorities failed to act in time to stop the plots. British officials have acknowledged Westminster Bridge attacker Khalid Massoud, Manchester bomber Salman Abedi, and London Bridge terrorist Khurram Butt were on police radars for links to Islamic extremism. But in each case, the men were apparently not viewed as sufficient threats to merit more attention. Unbelievable. Separately, Italian intelligence operatives told Politico Europe that the Moroccan-born Youssef Zagba, another member of the London Bridge terror trio, was detained while trying to fly from Italy into Istanbul, likely bound for ISIS-controlled territory in Syria in March of 2016. Asked why he was flying to Turkey, Zagba reportedly replied, quote, "I'm going to be a terrorist," unquote. Italian officials said that they warned Moroccan and British authorities about Zagba. However, British police yesterday issued a statement that Zagba was not a police or MI5 subject of interest. Budd was openly supportive of ISIS, appeared in a British television documentary last year called The Jihadist Next Door. In the footage, he's seen praying near an ISIS flag and with radical Muslim leaders who are close associates of jailed hate preacher Anjem Chowdhury. Despite his extremist associations and activities, however, British police said he was not viewed as a serious threat before the London Bridge massacre. Massoud had a variety of criminal convictions prior to his own van and knife attack on a British bridge, but he hadn't been convicted on any terror charges. Still, British Prime Minister Theresa May said that MI5 had investigated Massoud for suspected extremism, but the intelligence outfit did not appear to grasp the depth to which Massoud had been indoctrinated into extremist Islam. Quite literally, the authorities could not believe what they were being told. After Abadi blew himself up in a suicide attack outside an Ariana Grande concert in May, British media outlets reported several people had told authorities before the horrific attack that Abadi may have exhibited terrorist leanings. In light of the news, MI5 was conducting its second review into how it missed the threat posed by Abadi. Michael Bellagio and Michael Adebowale, who in 2013 decapitated a British soldier on a London street after running him over with their vehicle, were also known to police. And Adele Bellagio later claimed security services had tried to recruit him as an informant. Elsewhere, police arrested 3 more people in connection with last week's London Bridge terror attack, leaving 8 people dead and dozens more injured. Officers from the Met's Counterterrorism Command, supported by firearms officers, arrested 2 men on a street in Ilford. A third was arrested after a warrant was carried out at a residential address in Ilford. A 27-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of the preparation of terrorist attacks, while a 33-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of possession with intent to supply controlled drugs. The man who was arrested at a residence as a 29-year-old was also arrested on suspicion of the preparation of terrorist acts. All 3 men were taken into custody at a South London police station. Searches at the residence in Ilford, as well as a business there, are ongoing, according to police. Earlier today, police arrested a 30-year-old man in connection with Saturday's terror attack while carrying out a raid on the city's east side. The suspect was arrested on suspicion of commission, preparation, or instigation of terrorist acts. The Metropolitan Police said in a statement earlier today, police had arrested a 27-year-old in connection with the attack on Monday and released 12 others without charges, according to officials. The police say they've been working to piece together exactly what happened in the deadly incident and learn more about the 3 suspected attackers. Yusuf Zagba, 22, Karam Shahzad Butt, 27, and Rashid Redouan, 30. All 3 suspects were confronted and shot by armed officers within 8 minutes of being called. No doubt about the fact that it was an excellent reaction time, I suppose. 8 minutes, not bad. But what happened between the seconds to the minutes? When seconds count, police are only minutes away. What happens between the seconds to the minutes? Well, in this case, what happened between the seconds and the minutes was stabbing after 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 stabbing 40 more times. That's what happened. Piers Morgan used to work for CNN. When Piers got tired of lecturing Americans on how stupid we were, he got fired and then went to London, where he works for Good Morning London, strangely enough, which is basically Good Morning America, except in London. Actually, the name of the show is Good Morning Britain. Well, there you go. Journalist Piers Morgan grilled London Mayor Sadiq Khan over police department's priorities in the wake of the latest terror attack. Khan said on Good Morning Britain that just over half of the 400 Britons who trained with terror groups in the Middle East have returned to the UK capital. Co-host Susanna Reid asked, how are we letting them back into the UK? They actually fought, well, potentially against our troops. Morgan said, where are they? Morgan asked again why Khan cannot tell the police to follow every person who has come back from a war zone. Khan said his police cannot follow 400 people, eliciting another stern question from Morgan. Khan said his police department must prioritize because the British government has cut its resources. Morgan then asked the singular and important question, what could be a bigger priority than people coming back from a Syrian battlefield with intent to harm British citizens? That is what we call a good question. Everybody knows what they have to do. Everybody knows that what they have done is they have created an entire country that is defenseless. Endless herds of sheep waiting to be slaughtered by the wolf at the door. And now we know that when you go directly downtown to one of the most famous sites in London, you can kill 8 people and maim 40 others. And you've got 8 minutes to get it done. 8 minutes to get it done. Eight minutes. And so, what could you do in 8 minutes? Well, you can do a lot of things. And this is what happens. This is what happens when people suddenly decide people are too stupid to take care of themselves. And the people themselves actually believe that they're too stupid to take care of themselves. They have to have a government to tell them what doctor to go to. They have to have a government to protect them from the evil right across the street. Except the evil gets there quicker, does its heinous work faster. And at the end of all of it, are dead people and hurt people and martyrs or people on the run evading law enforcement successfully. Although how is a strange mystery. Insofar as there are so many peaceful Muslims out there, they couldn't possibly be involved in getting these people out of the country. Could they? When someone says that we have to get some gun control in this country, you have to be a lot more vigilant about their motivation than we have been. These people who want to keep us from being able to defend ourselves in definitive ways by using, deadly force. These people that want to make that impossible are anti-American thugs bent on your demise. And you must stop them whenever you possibly can. You are listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer. Back with more in just a moment.
I'm Dan Webster.
And I'm Trina Webster, founders of Z-Quiet.
Our story probably sounds familiar. I was desperate to find a solution to my snoring problem, and I tried everything, pillows, chin straps, even surgery, but I kept snoring.
Dan wasn't the only one desperate for a good night's sleep. Our whole family was tired, cranky, and sleep deprived. So we turned to experts and created a solution that's a total game changer called Z-Quiet.
Z-Quiet uses the same technology as professional treatments costing thousands of dollars, but you can find our affordable solution at getzquiet.com.
We know that snoring is a problem for so many families, and we wanted everyone to benefit from our easy solution. So don't let snoring be a problem. Go to getzquiet.com and sleep quiet with Z-Quiet.
Z-Quiet fits both men and women. Try it risk-free for 30 days for just $9.95. Go to getzquiet.com or text SNORE to 91011. Go to getzquiet.com or text SNORE to 91011.
I used to play a lot of sports in college, but when I got older, my legs started to burn and ache, making it hard to work out. Then I noticed those varicose and spider veins. I couldn't believe it. I thought this only happened to my mom and her friends.
The professionals at Vein Clinics of America have performed over 1 million personalized procedures for their patients, making them the largest, most experienced vein treatment center in the U.S. Using state-of-the-art laser and minimally invasive treatments, they can begin restoring your legs back to health in as little as 1 hour with no downtime. And most treatments are covered by insurance.
I called Vein Clinics of America, and they fixed my legs. No more ugly veins. Now I can run and do squats again.
Guys, get back in the game. Call now and schedule a free fast-track consultation with one of our doctors and learn how you can finally get rid of those embarrassing varicose and spider veins. Space is limited, so call now. 800-300-3388. That's 800-300-3388. 800-300-3388.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Manzeri, owner of Statewide Remodeling. I keep talking about high-tech bath remodeling, and the phone keeps ringing with homeowners wanting more information. 90% of all bath remodelers use sand grout. It's sand, cement, and water. We know it's the first thing that fails in the wet area of your bathroom. It cracks with the least bit of movement. It grows mold and mildew, and when you try to clean it, you're just wearing it down. Statewide uses a proprietary product that has 4 main ingredients: Microban, which eliminates mold and mildew; latex for flexibility; Kevlar for strength; and a built-in sealant. We guarantee our grout for as long as you own your home. So when you think you're getting a great deal from the 2 guys in the truck you hired to do your remodel, I suggest you start saving up for when you'll have to do it again. Or you can call Statewide Remodeling and get it done right the first time. We offer 100% financing, and if you call for your free design consultation now, to celebrate our 23rd year in business, we're giving 23% off the price of the project. The number to call is 888-270-7095. That's 888-270-7095, or anytime online at statewideremodeling.com.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. I went from being able to work 14, 16 hours a day with no problem to where I could barely walk a block to the store. I went on to the phytonutrients about 6 months ago, and within a couple of months, my medical doctor had cut my prescriptions down in a little bit smaller dosage. The next time I went back a month later, I walked into the doctor's office and he says, "My gosh, what's happened to you? You don't even look like the same person." He looked at my legs and the swelling had gone down. My blood pressure was down. The venous stasis ulcers that I had had on my legs for the last 4 or 5 years because of the poor circulation were all healed, and I'm feeling far better.
The new challenge will allow you to receive 2 months of Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies free, and we'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
Message and data rates may apply.
It's exciting. You're thinking about going back to school, completing your degree, and advancing your future. But right now, you have more questions than answers. Like, how fast can I complete my degree? Can I transfer my credits? Can I make this work with my job and family? How much will it cost? All smart questions. The key to answering them can be found with your smartphone. We're Southern New Hampshire University. Send us a text and we'll bring the answers. Learn about SNHU plus the top 3 financial aid mistakes and how to avoid them by texting CREDIT to 554433. You'll also learn about our exciting, affordable, high-quality online programs, about our tradition and reputation for success since 1932. And we'd love to tell you how we provide all the individual flexibility, support, and encouragement needed to maximize your success. Southern New Hampshire University. Online, on campus. See yourself succeed. need. Learn about SNHU plus the top 3 financial aid mistakes and how to avoid them by texting credit to 554433. Text CREDIT to 554433.
660 AM. The Answer. Only for Texas. This is the Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. I am John David Wells. 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759. By the way, while we're talking about terrorists, gunmen and suicide bombers attacked again today. Where? You're not going to believe it. They attacked Iran. They attacked the parliament and the shrine of its revolutionary leader today, killing at least 2 people, wounding dozens, and igniting an hours-long siege at the legislature that ended with 4 attackers dead. The Islamic State group claimed the attacks, marking the first time the Sunni extremists have taken responsibility for an assault in a Shiite-majority Iran. The militants are at war with Iranian-backed forces in Syria and Iraq and view Shiites as apostates. Wow. The attacks began mid-morning when assailants armed with Kalashnikovs stormed the parliament building. One of the attackers later blew himself up inside, where a session had been in progress, according to a statement carried by Iran State TV. Deputy Interior Minister Mohammad Hossein Zulfgari told Iran State TV the apparently male attackers wore women's attire. The semi-official Tasnim news agency reported the siege ended with 4 of the attackers killed. Wow. That's 2 wows. A 24-second video released by the Islamic State group, the Amaq news agency, reported to show the siege. The video circulated online shows a gunman and a bloody, lifeless body of a man lying on the ground next to a desk. A voice on the video praises God and says in Arabic, "Do you think we will leave? We will remain, God willing." Another voice repeats the same words. The 2 appear to be parroting a slogan used by ISIS spokesman Abu Muhammad al-Adnani, who was killed in Syria last year. An Associated Press reporter saw several police snipers on the rooftops of buildings around Parliament. Shops in the area were shuttered. Gunfire could be heard. Witnesses said the attackers were shooting from the 4th floor of the Parliament building down at people in the streets below. I was passing by one of the streets. I thought that children were playing with fireworks, but I realized people were hiding and lying down in the streets, said Ibrahim Ghanami, who was around the Parliament building when the assailants stormed in, according to the Associated Press. With the help of a taxi driver, I reached a nearby alley. Police helicopters circled over the Parliament building and all mobile phone lines from the inside were disconnected. The semi-official ISNA news agency said all entrances and exit gates at Parliament were closed. Lawmakers and reporters were ordered to remain in place inside the chamber. Iranian Parliament Speaker Ali Laranjani called the attack a cowardly act. Iran is an active and effective pillar in the fight against terrorism. They want to damage it. Soon after the parliamentary attack, a suicide bomber and other assailants targeted the shrine of Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, located just outside the capital, Tehran, according to Iran's official state broadcaster. It said a security guard was killed. One of the attackers was killed by security guards. A woman was also arrested. Khomeini, who died in 1989, is still a towering figure in Iran. He led the 1979 Islamic Revolution that toppled the Western-backed Shah and became Iran's first supreme leader. An Associated Press reporter saw security forces, uniformed, others in plain clothes, around the large and ornate shrine. And so, the world's #1 sponsor of terrorism gets a taste of its own medicine. This is the Wells Report.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML mortgage banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Hey, it's Mark Davis from my friends at Simple Sleep Services. If snoring is a problem in your life, and if it's a problem in your life, it's a problem for everybody in your life. Let's get the simplest, least invasive solution. That's what they did for me at Simple Sleep Services. What you have with Simple Sleep is a way to avoid implants and surgery and the CPAP device by just calling 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. They're in Dallas and Fort Worth. Insurance covers most folks. It's the Somnodent device. Simple appliance. They make it for you. They did one for me. You take it home, you pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and silent night. Absolutely fantastic. Diagnosis from a board-certified sleep physician. They have a home sleep study, so you're not in some lab. Call them for more information. 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. SimpleSleepServices.com. Wonderful people. I'm so glad I met them, and you will be too. 469-685-1700 or SimpleSleepServices.com.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Hi, my name's Tim Forehand. I'm a deputy sheriff, and my job keeping in shape is important. I've tried other products to get my weight down, but nothing has worked like Android 400. In just 3 months, I've dropped 51 pounds, down from 230 to 179. Plus, the weight's come off in the stomach area. I've gone from a snug 36-inch waist to a 32-inch waist, which I was in high school. I highly recommend the Android 400 to all my friends.
Guys, are you frustrated because no matter how hard you try, it seems impossible to lose stubborn belly fat? Then discover why thousands of men each month rely on Andro 400. Lose belly fat, gain energy and confidence, and feel great about yourself. Andro 400, the safe, effective, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435.
Message and data rates may apply.
Hello.
Happy birthday!
Oh, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
We have a surprise for you.
It's from both of us.
Hair loss!
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to Bosley.
Just because your parents gave you hair loss doesn't mean you have to keep it. Bosley delivers the permanent solution to hair loss. For a free information kit, simply text the word GREAT to 543-543. Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration expert, always pioneering the latest technology. Our doctors are rigorously trained hair specialists, committed to giving you the permanent hair loss solution that's right for you. We treat your hair with unparalleled expertise and experience. Millions of men and women have come to Bosley for our permanent solution to hair loss. Now it's your turn. Give yourself a gift, a fuller head of hair. Get your free information kit by texting GREAT to 543-543. Plus, get a gift certificate for $250 off. That's GREAT to 543-543.
660 AM The Answer. 660 AMTheAnswer.com. Now, more of the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Telephone number 866-660-5759. Is Mayor Mike Rawlings of Dallas going to be the first to lose his elected position because he decides that it's more important that Dallas be a sanctuary city? Dallas is joining other Texas cities, including Austin and San Antonio, in taking on the state's so-called sanctuary city law. SB 4 is going to go into effect September 1st. Mayor Mike Rawlings made the announcements this afternoon calling SB 4 unconstitutional and said the law greatly infringes on the city's ability to protect the public. Well, only if you want to be a sanctuary city, Mr. Mayor. Rawlings said after Wednesday's council meeting that he'd already spoken with Austin Mayor Steve Adler and San Antonio Mayor Ivy Taylor about potential litigation. I told them both this was a serious issue. A San Antonio federal district court announced Wednesday it would consolidate the lawsuits filed by all the cities against the bill and designate the city of El Cenizo as the lead plaintiff. A hearing in that case is set for June 26th. Critics call SB 4 the Show Me Your Papers law because it allows law enforcement officers to question the immigration status of anyone who has been lawfully arrested and detained. In addition, it could punish cities, counties, and universities who do not enforce the law. By the way, it can also remove from office those city leaders who refuse to follow the law. Police chiefs, county sheriffs, and constables who do not enforce the law could face criminal charges. Local jurisdictions could be fined up to $25,000 per violation per day. Governor Greg Abbott and supporters of SB 4 say it would protect Texans from crimes committed by those who are in the country illegally. The Dallas City Code allows the city attorney to initiate litigation without the council's approval. Rawlings made his announcement moments after the city council met with city attorney Larry Casto behind closed doors. By the way, this is Dallas Morning News copy written by Elvia Limon and Robert Wilansky. Rawlings said he wanted to make sure the council was aligned before Dallas joined the fray. He said today that a majority of the council agreed with Casto's recommendation to take on the state. We are not a sanctuary city, he said. We live by the national laws, and now the question is, who's boss in all this? This is an unfunded mandate. They're telling us how our police officers should spend their time and not giving us any money to do that. Boy, is that smooth. Sophistry, but smooth. Councilmember Phillips Kingston said last month during an SB 4 protest in Austin that Dallas would eventually join the fight against the legislation. You see, here's the problem. Once again, the left losing the political argument, resorting to the courts in order to keep their side of the ideology from going completely bankrupt. They don't have the votes to overturn this in the legislature. Therefore, they try to find somebody in a court that will behave as a super legislature and overturn the law they disagree with, because it's the only way that they can get their agenda moving forward. They can't do it in the legislature. They can only do it in the courts. The official decision by Dallas to do that, fight the legislation, followed a demonstration by about 60 protesters at City Hall, aimed at pressuring city leaders into challenging the controversial bill, which was signed by Governor Greg Abbott last month. Members of the Workers' Defense Project, Texas Organizing Project, and other local activists were among the protesters. They might as well have added them to the list of people who can't read legal books of any kind in any way, shape, or form. The laws are plain. You don't get to flout the laws of the United States for the sake of politics. Not without paying a price. I mean, I think it's wonderful that people are making themselves heard. That's the American way. But sometimes you just got to be careful about what mud holes you drive into. I learned that from Chief Darrell Fant, Highland Park Chief of Police for a couple of decades. Sometimes you got to be careful about driving through those mud holes. And this is one that they need to stop. The police are out there working. The police are out there doing their job. And yes, if they inquire about the citizenship of someone they just arrested, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with this law unless you are a sanctuary city, in which case there's all kinds of things wrong with it. What's really interesting in California is that because Donald Trump is the president of the United States, they're having some real problems getting the crops out of the fields without paying people a reasonable amount of money. Yeah, it's that crazy bugaboo of, the leftists who say that everybody's got to make $15 an hour, except for the migrant farm workers who come in from Mexico that'll do it for half that or less. This is where everybody gets to see the absolute failures of liberal ideology. This is where the story gets told. Lane in Fort Worth, Texas. Brother, it's been such a long time.
Greetings, my brother. How are you, sir?
I am fine, sir. How are you?
I'm just thought I'd have the last few minutes with you for the official John David Wells Sarcastic Epiphany.
There's something just so beautifully elegant about that phrase.
Thank you, sir.
Certainly.
I've been hearing you on your mantle, and I'm sitting here thinking, okay, we've got people who are here illegally.
Yes.
In the city. They're going to fight with what? I don't know. In order to fight the city, to sue the state, to not enforce federal law, but yet the laws they don't want us to enforce are the exact same laws on the other side of that border. Venezuela, Guatemala, Ecuador, Chile. Yes, those are the exact same laws. And yet if John David Wells and I wanted to go to, say Mexico and cross the border, we would be put in containment.
Yes.
But yet they get SNAP benefits. I mean, I don't understand it.
I don't either. And thus, another John David Wells Sarcastic Epiphany.
Love you, brother.
Thank you, brother. So, look, this is hypocrisy. This is stupidity. This is perversity. It is pernicious perversity. These people know what the laws are. Mike Rawlings is a smart guy. You can't have your you can't have your politics and eat them too. You just can't. What you have to do more than anything else in the world is you have to have a decent enough political ideology, policy, some sort of way of garnering votes. If people wanted everybody in gosh knows from what country living here free and stuff, we wouldn't have been able to pass SB 4. SB 4 is the demonstrated will of the people of Texas. But that's not good enough for these people. They don't believe in a legislature. They believe in a judicial oligarchy. All they do is see a legislature as an inconvenience on the way to the courthouse. And you've got to stop that. If you're a Democrat, you've got to stop them from doing that. It is a huge mistake. Huge. And yet it happens and happens and happens, and it continues to happen. And it must not. It simply must not. It's time for we the people to demand, one way or another, that the people that we elect actually follow the laws of the land. If Mayor Mike Rawlings honestly believes that they should join this lawsuit, he should resign. This is the demonstrated will of the people. Same thing with the mayors of Austin and San Antonio. You should resign and spend the rest of your time trying to either first formulate decent Democrat policies that people will vote for and keep politics in the United States out of courtrooms. What good is the legislature if all you're going to do is take every law that gets passed and take it into a courtroom and hash it out there? The debate has already happened. The merits of the case have already been tried by your fellow Texans, your neighbors. These are people that fight viciously tooth and nail against anything that might hinder voter fraud in Texas. The mythical 85-year-old lady that doesn't drive and doesn't have an ID, but somehow manages to get her Social Security checks or her IRS refund and her state benefits, all without an ID. And yet, they have no problems whatsoever in disenfranchising everybody who voted for every one of those representatives who voted for SB 4. What good is a legislature if all you're going to do is take it into court? You want to know what kind of damage Democrats are doing to the state of Texas? All you got to do is follow the legislation to the courthouse. That's all you got to do. Just follow the legislation to the courthouse. Every time that happens, the rich, thickly woven fabric of Texas is frayed. It's getting worse every day. If the Democrat Party ever does regain power in the state of Texas, and they decide that what they're going to do is they're going to redraw the political districts, fight them tooth and nail. But to fight them tooth and nail, take them to court, slow them down, get the federal courts to do one of two things: prove their hypocrisy or hinder the application of what has been legal tradition, or political tradition, for as long as there have been elections. My dear friends, We need to start electing people that follow the law. That's the first step. And I don't believe that Mayor Mike Rawlings or anybody that happened to vote with Mike Rawlings regarding putting all of this into the courts is up to the task. I just don't see it. This is the Wells Report.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. In the last 2 months, we've saved our customers over $500,000. How'd we do it? With our exclusive partnership with your utility provider, we get to offer instant rebates of up to $1,500 when you replace that worn-out AC system. When you combine that with Carrier's Cool Cash savings of up to $3,500, we're talking saving over $5,000 on a brand new AC system that can cut your electric bill in half. Now that's how you save people money without gimmicks. But you'll have to hurry because the utility funds can run out at any time. So we're scheduling our free estimates on a first-come, first-served basis. So call 2 other companies first, get their price, and then call Reliant Air Conditioning, and you'll see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Call 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-968-7437 or online at ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Warning, if you've recently declared bankruptcy, you're going to want to cover your ears because there's an alternative to bankruptcy and it could be better than you'd ever think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to cover your ears now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. may be able to settle your debt too. You can resolve your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now and qualify, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now, 1-800-600-7115. That's 1-800-600-7115. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now, 1-800-600-7115. 1-800-600-7115. 1-800-600-7115.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
Do you have a family? Would you like to help make sure they'll be taken care of if anything were to happen to you? If you answered yes, you probably need life insurance. Now, do you think life insurance is expensive? If you answered yes to that too, you definitely need to give AIG Direct a call. We could find you a $250,000 policy for just $14 a month, which means you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Call us now for a free, no-obligation quote. 1-800-700-6511. Since 1995, we've helped millions of people find out if they could save up to 70% on their term life insurance. See how affordably we can help you protect your family. Call AIG Direct now for your free quote. 1-800-700-6511. You could save up to 70%. That's 1-800-700-6511. 1-800-700-6511.
Amazing to realize, but it's been almost 2 years I've been talking with you about Relief Factor, and I can tell you I've been continually inundated with testimonials. This is Michael Medved, and I've received thousands of testimonials that come in telling me how excited people are to be out of pain, like Bob from Ohio, who writes, I had a herniated disc in my back in 1984. I started taking Relief Factor, and for the first time, I have been completely out of constant, sometimes excruciating pain. I'm now able to work in the yard, around the house, and do my job in comfort. This is a great product. That's the end of the quote. If you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle pain, aches, pains of any kind, do what tens of thousands of others have done so successfully. Go to ReliefFactor.com and order their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. 1-800-500-8384. That's 1-800-500-8384.
I have actually been on Balance of Nature for a year now. I have MS, and I recently had an MRI. This is the first year that I've had a stable MRI, so I'm thrilled. When I have an MRI with MS, usually there are glowing spots that come through, which is damage on the nerves in my brain and my spinal cord. And when they're glowing, it means they're active. And then my last MRI, they pulled it up, and I honestly couldn't believe that it was my MRI. There was nothing glowing. And in fact, the dark spots were shrinking. They were healing. And the doctor actually said to me, I think we're in remission. I was so happy. I had no idea that that could be my reality.
The new challenge will allow you to receive 2 months of Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies free, and we'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
660 AM. The Answer. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. Immigrants living in the U.S. illegally apparently are not applying for food stamps. Of course, there are good reasons why they're supposed to be illegal for them to apply for food stamps, but I guess not. Anyway, it appears as though immigrants living in the U.S. are not applying for food stamps because they fear possible deportation under President Donald Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration. I've been told that it's okay to apply for food stamps, a woman said in New York who asked to remain anonymous. But for the moment, I don't want to take any risks. Undocumented aliens are not eligible to receive food stamps, but may apply for benefits for their children, who are automatically eligible for food benefits regardless of when or how they came to the U.S. Of course. You know, I would have more respect for liberal politics if it was anywhere close to honest, but it just isn't. It just is not. Anyway, so there's the very latest, and we'll see what happens next. Yeah. The executive producer of the Wells Report is Vicki Stiver. Technical director, conductor of the Wells Report Orchestra is Magic Matt Swinney. My name is John David Wells. God bless you and yours. Thanks very much for joining us for this edition of the Wells Report.
Hey, it's Mark Davis for my friend Josh DeShong. Let's make this the summer where Josh sells your home as quickly as he sold ours. I love this guy. You get the Josh DeShong promise. He comes, sits down with you, you talk price and time frame. You reach an agreement on a price you'd love and a time frame you can handle. And if he can't sell that house of yours at that price in that time frame, he buys it. He promises if he can't sell it, he buys it. So get going. 972-325-6644. 972-325-6644 or getsold.net. Now, not only will he do that on the market, but there's an instant buyout program right now. They can give you an offer today without even listing the home. Best part is in a lot of areas throughout North Texas, you're getting full market value without even listing the home, not worrying about showings and stuff. So if you're really ready to move fast, go for the instant buyout program. 972-325-6644. Ask about it at 972-325-6644 or getsold.net.
If you're an unincorporated business owner, it's too late for you. That is, if you've already been sued and lost your home, your car, and your family's life savings. But if you haven't been sued yet, there is still time to incorporate and protect your personal assets. And if you do it right now, you can incorporate in just 10 minutes because Incorporate.com is now giving away a free incorporation guide to all business owners. For your free 10-minute incorporation guide, call now 1-800-300-9596. Incorporation is the shield that protects your personal assets. Without it, you could lose everything. That's why at Incorporate.com, they just make incorporating or forming an LLC quick and easy. They don't provide legal or financial advice. If someone sues tomorrow, will you lose everything? Don't wait until it's too late. Hurry and call now for your free 10-minute incorporation guide while they're still giving them away for free. Call 1-800-300-9596. That's 1-800-300-9596. 1-800-
Retirement Seminar. Find out if you have enough to retire on, what you can do to money last, how to help your investments grow when possible while also helping protect them from a stock market crash, plus so much more. Choose 7 p.m. Tuesday, June 20th, Alliance area, Saturday, June 24th in Plano, or Thursday, June 29th in Arlington. Seating is limited. Reserve at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net, or call 800-994-0302.
This is 660 AM, The Answer, a service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM, KSKY, Baltimore Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth, 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lisa Lacera. I expect loyalty. That's what fired FBI Director James Comey says President Trump told him during a January dinner. That conversation detailed in Comey's opening statement to the Senate Intelligence